Hello tribe, welcome back to Crow's Whisper Tarot. Today we're going to be looking at your future spouse, how you're going to meet, and also the type of relationship you guys will have together, what sort of dynamics we're looking at. And we'll also pull out a few stickers at the end of each reading to have a look at a bit more detail, and so you guys get a picture of what you can expect for your future spouse and yourself. So let's jump into the reading. So guys, here are the piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Take your time selecting your piles and I'll see you in the reading. Hello, pile 1. So let's get into your reading about your future spouse and yourself. So first we'll look at the vibes you guys have for each other. We have the Judgment card, Justice reversed, Six of Cups, and the Seven of Cups reversed. So the vibe that I'm picking up is that you guys have a very deep connection to each other, and it's one of those things where it's a good thing, in my opinion, with Judgment reversed, although not many people will see it that way, because Judgment upright is more very to the point, very straightforward, but also is sometimes a bit cutting, a bit painful, a bit too blunt. So with Judgment reversed, it's more like you guys have a very flexible dynamic with each other. Everything isn't black and white. You're able to sort of delve into the sort of nuances within the relationship a bit better. And even with conversations, it's not everything is black and white and one person's right, one person's wrong. You guys are very flexible in that regard. In addition to that, with the Six of Cups, something very nostalgic about the relationship, but also something that is very childlike, and it brings out that fun side of each other. I think that dynamic is very significant for you guys as well. And with the Seven of Cups reversed as well, you guys feel like this is your one and only. There's no other options that come to mind. It is just a smooth sailing relationship. So love that for you guys. Now let's have a look at how you're going to meet. We have the Four of Pentacles. So that is interesting. I need a few more cards so we can have a look. We have the Nine of Wands, the Guardian of Pentacles, or the Queen of Pentacles, and we also have the Four of Cups reversed. So love that for you guys. The Four of Pentacles is very interesting because you're in a space that you're very comfortable in. It's not like you're going to explore some place new. It's somewhere where you feel at home. It's very comfortable. You don't really feel like you need to move out of that atmosphere. And that allows you to just be yourself, shine your own light. With the Nine of Wands here as well, you're not going to be focused on trying to appear a certain way or do something that's a bit different or trying to appeal to others. You're very much comfortable in your own energy. And again, with the Guardian of Pentacles as well, you're able to emphasize who you are, what you bring to the table, what sort of person you're looking for. Just your energy itself is just elevated at this stage. So with the Four of Cups, it gives that person and yourself the ability to go about and really show yourself off. And there's no barriers. You're open-minded. You're in an open space that you're comfortable in. So whatever comes your way, you're willing to accept and explore. So it could be with this sort of environment that it's a friend of a friend that you're meeting, so you're quite open to meeting new people. It could be, again, open to meeting new people, but also in an environment where there's less external traffic. So I'm getting indoor space more so than outdoors from that regard as well, just because there's less distractions of things that are going on. We also have dignified and strength. So for you guys, it seems like what you're aiming towards is someone who is very strong with who they are as well. So they're matching your energy, which is great. So the way you meet is when you're at your best and they're at their best. Bit vague, but for the most part, it does show that you guys have a really amazing dynamic from the get-go. No one's sort of hiding who they are. No one's sort of putting on a facade of some sort. Both of you are very much in your own energy and living your best life, and that is awesome for you guys. We also have finger warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So from this, I'm getting more so the vibe with finger that someone might point them out to you, and then you go and try and have a conversation with them, see what they're about. Your friend might be like, oh, you know, that's the person who I met at this location. They're great. You should meet them. Or like a friend of a friend. So they're getting introduced to his so-and-so. We also have the card of success. So again, a very successful time in your life is when you're going to meet this person. It's going to be somewhere where you'll feel comfortable. Could be a workplace, could be with friends, just somewhere that you know the environment, you know the people. Nothing's really a surprise to you. Unlike if you go to a public space where you don't know what's coming at you from what direction, and so you're a bit anxious. This is not that energy. This is somewhere that you know what to expect with everything in your environment more so. We also have electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. So again, potentially for you guys could be a business meeting. It could be somewhere where you're trying to appeal to others in that setting, but also somewhere where whatever you say, you're saying genuinely. There's no sort of hidden illusions. Everything that comes into your life is very much, up forward, and there's no hesitation when you're bringing your ideas forward, but also saying what you want. There's no sort of restrictions with that. That's why it feels like a very much a friend gathering sort of energy, in my opinion, because you're not focused on appealing to others. You're just saying whatever comes to mind. So that is great. Let's pull out a few stickers for you guys and see what sort of relationship you guys would have. What sort of dynamic does pile one have with their future spouse? We had one fall out on that side too. So, this is adorable. So, you guys will grow old together and look after each other. Again, that one and only energy is coming through from earlier. We also have this card here. So, very much affectionate towards each other. They might like your neck potentially as well, but just a very romantic connection. They may be quite a bit taller than you, with sort of trying to reach your arms around their neck. You guys may meet in the city or around businesses, work, something along those lines, especially with that success card. We also have leaning on each other, very protective of each other, very open to each other. That's the energy that I'm picking up as well. Again, a little spicy, but that's all good. I think you guys have a really great dynamic where you can comfort each other, but also get very intimate as well. And again, a lot of intimacy can be found in this relationship, but also a lot of comfort. We also have this card here. So again, that fun, playful energy, being able to express yourself without hesitation, and doing and saying what you want, and being reciprocated in that energy as well. Now, your partner could be someone whose love language is gift giving, or acts of service as well, is what I'm picking up from that as well. So that's just something to look forward to for you guys. So that is your energy, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed it. It was definitely a fun reading for me to do as well. Please do like and subscribe so I can connect to your energies a lot better, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hello, pile number 2. Let's get into your future spouse and your sort of dynamic, as well as where you're going to meet. So let's first look at the vibes that you have together. We have the Queen of Cups, the Moon card, the Knight of Rings. Don't know why I said King. And the 8 of Rings. Interesting. So I would say together as a couple, you guys are very hardworking. You're a little bit private with that Moon card as well. But it seems like you're one of those couples that really take their time in developing the relationship and developing that intimacy with each other as well. With the Queen of Cups, definitely a deep, open connection with each other and very caring, very considerate, and appealing to both sides. But it's definitely a relationship that either takes a bit of work on your parts, or it can be just a slow progression. So it might be one of those couples where you're sort of engaged for a long period of time, or it takes a while to work out the bits and bobs of your relationship. So let's have a look at how you're going to meet. We have the 3 of Pentacles reversed, Wheel of Fortune reversed, the Ace of Wands, and we have the Magician card. So the way you guys are going to meet is through not so much the people you know or work with, but some sort of stranger. It feels like things are going a bit backwards for you at that point in time. You're not with a comfortable environment. You're in somewhere where you're sort of thrown off balance and don't really have a way of navigating. And this person comes in as the Ace of Wands and either shows you the way. It could be potentially that you're traveling and nothing has gone right and you're just sort of thrown into the deep end. And they come in and they sort of help out. And together you sort of work your way through the situation and get to the end. But it feels almost like you don't have anyone to support you, but then they come in and then give you a helping hand, and that sort of progresses that relationship in terms of starting it off and where you'll meet. It does feel then like, again, an environment where you're not used to being in, or just somewhere completely random that you got left in. So it could be you lost your passport, you lost your keys, you forgot the passcode for your workplace or your apartment building, and they come in and they sort that out for you. We also have Jupiter with abundance. So with Jupiter, it's about a location that is a little bit fancy, a bit, again, with that abundance. It could be somewhere very high end, or it can be, again, related to travel and movement as well. So that's just something to consider for you guys. Let's have a look at a few more cards. We also have Pig with Beware of Greed, which is interesting with Jupiter with abundance. So it can be that you're in an environment potentially involving some sort of scammers as well, and they come in and sort that out for you, especially if you are traveling. That is also a possibility. So that's a very interesting card. Now you also got a month of the year card, but I'll look at that a little bit later. We have the Cat Spirit with Claim Your Independence. So again, this person is helping you to sort out a situation where you can stand on your own feet and not rely on other people. It does feel like either you're backpacking or solo traveling, and then you get stuck in a situation related to some sort of money related issue, and they come in and sort that out for you, and then you sort of get together, which is really cute. We have November. Now this is sort of dependent on the season you're in. For me, November is spring, but for others it could be the start of winter as well. Was it fall? I can't tell. One of those two might be significant for you guys. So that is pretty interesting. Let's get some stickers and have a look at other dynamics in your relationship. I didn't mean to throw that many out, but that is fun. I'm just going to take the ones that have fallen upright instead, just because there's way too many that ended up dropping out. I think that one wants to stay, and so does this one. We have holding hands. So again, looking for each other for support and looking to rely on each other as well. We also have, this could be you guys at your wedding, who knows? And we also have a proposal. So again, long-term relationship, could be something that has taken a lot of time to develop, but it is a very cute relationship that you guys have together. So again, helping each other out thick and thin. It could be that your love languages are acts of service as well. We also have a lake. Now, it could also be that you meet in a location that has a lot of lakes, a lot of boats, a lot of parks as well, some sort of nature-related location. We also have the cityscape as well. So we've got parks and city and nature. And you guys complete each other. We also have holding hands. Now, this could be either spring or summer that I'm getting for you guys as well, just based on the outfits. We also have sharing a lot of romantic times together. Again, there's a few other cards similar to that. Again, with lakes, could be something significant for you guys in terms of a romantic connection. And again, it just feels like a very slow-moving but comfortable connection. It doesn't feel like things are off balance. It's very smooth and calm, and you guys like to spend a lot of time together by the looks of it as well. So you also have drinking coffee and tea together, enjoying your time, and romantic gestures as well, acts of service. And yes, you guys are just super cute together, and it's amazing. For some of you, it could be that you were very much single for a period of time before this person comes into your life. And that could be pretty significant for you as well. But that was your reading, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do like and subscribe so that I can provide you with more accurate readings. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading on your future spouse and where you will meet. So let's jump into your reading. But before we get started, I will say all your tarot cards literally exploded out when I was pre-shuffling. It was insane. So let's first get into the vibe you guys have in the relationship. We have the Empress, the Knight of Wands reversed, the Two of Wands, and the Strength card. So what it seems like is that you guys may be on, in terms of the vibes of your relationship, it feels like it's very comforting. You guys genuinely grow together and are planning for the future together and developing together. No one is stagnant. No one is, independent, minding their own business. It's all about the team dynamic and being able to support each other and embrace each other in that regard. It feels very much a deep connection. Nothing is surface level. Everything is trying to almost build each other up. So it's almost like one of you will have a something that you're working on, maybe a business, and the other person has their own thing as well. So even if it's almost like that power couple dynamic where you're sort of having two people who are amazing on their own, but they somehow get together. It's great for you guys. We also have the Seven of Cups reversed in terms of how you meet. Let's have a look. The Ace of Pentacles, the Moon card, and the Two of Swords. So this is a very interesting dynamic that we're having. Off the bat, I would say this is a very unexpected turn of events that somehow feels like very fated. Especially with Two of Swords and Ace of Pentacles, it's an opportunity that presented itself that is so unique and somehow just sort of fell into place, especially with this Ace of Pentacles. It feels very much like things just fall into place. It could be that the way you're meeting is very fated, or just like it's so unexpected and out there that you don't know what to do with the situation. You haven't been given a choice in this situation. It's very much that you're forced into it with the Seven of Cups reversed. It's not something that you would have expected for yourself to have or expected the way in which you meet. And so you're sort of thrown off balance off the bat. And so I find that very interesting. We also have Uranus change. Oof. Yep, that's how I would react to in this situation. I feel like with Uranus, it's all about being thrown into this massive, almost I would explain this as a tower moment. It's just everything's falling apart. Things just fall into place. It is insane, but it is great for you guys because this is your future spouse. So there's that. We also have the Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. So it could be that one of you is just very persistent with your approach in this courtship, so to speak. It feels like one person is just, I want to be with you, commitment all the way, no hesitations with what is happening in their life. And they are willing to get every piece of information they can about you. Not quite stalker-esque, but just asking you a lot of questions about yourself. And you're like, where do I pull the line? But they're just genuinely interested in you and are asking away and getting to know you as much as they can. But it definitely feels like you are very flustered, thrown off balance. But again, the dynamic you have together is so powerful, but it's just so unexpected how things ended up happening. So very fated again. And of course, you get the marriage card because, future spouse. For some of you, it could be that the speed in which you get married is very much a short period of time. It's not like a engagement for like 2 years and then getting married, but like you've known each other for like 5+ years. This feels very much like I met you this year, I'll get engaged by the end of this year, and then I'll get married next year. And the progression is just so quick that also throws you off balance. And we have giraffe spirit, see the big picture. I find this very intriguing, and the reason I say that is the giraffe spirit is generally something. The giraffe itself is something who is very much calm and collected and minds their own business. They're not really, out there and loud and enthusiastic. I feel like there's definitely a subtlety that is happening in the background that you don't see. And that's what makes this such a significant meeting, is that you're minding your own business. You have no expectations that this will happen. There's no sort of signs that you see that this will happen. There is no angel numbers, no, mystical signs, no random messages from friends that, you should meet this person. It is very much out there. And it feels like it's something that you do that is either out of nowhere that you didn't expect to do. Could be a trip for some of you as well, but it could also be just doing a routine thing that you usually do as well with getting that energy. Let's have a look at your stickers and see what we can get. What is their relationship going to be like? How do they meet? Group number 3. What is on for them? Don't know how much I pulled out, but we'll see. We have, again, holding each other's hands, supporting each other, being very strong together. Group 1 got this as well, where, as you grow older, you're still supporting each other, you're still happy together. It's a very long-term connection. We also have a lake or a nature-related approach, whether that's where you meet as well. And we have a party, disco, nightclub, whatever you want to call it, that is potentially for some of you where you'll meet them as well. Or it can just be that you get, fireworks in your stomach every time you see them, or when you first meet as well. Picnicking, again, so maybe in a park, but definitely a very close romantic connection. We also have 2 people dancing the night away. You guys could be very much indoor people. It could also be that you guys are just very comforting towards each other again. We also have this card here. So you could meet in springtime or in summer, where you're going out in very beachy outfits. Let's have a look. We have this city. All the groups have got city so far. We also have holding hands together. Your first date may be a coffee date or dinner date. We don't know, but that would be fun for you guys. Or that could be how you meet, what you do after you first meet. Very romantic, very cuddly. It's almost like a quiet romance. Some of the piles got like a few intimate cards, so to speak. We also have social media, so you may be using social media to find them as well. Now, we also got these sparkles. I see this as someone who is brand new to your life, which very much would change. I would hope so. But it could also be someone who just is very attractive on first meeting. They sparkle. You may enjoy having coffee together or tea together in the morning, depending on what you prefer. And again, marriage, very much significant for you guys. It might be a topic that they bring up when you first meet them as well, is what are your thoughts on marriage, which is out there, but very cute. And last but not least, you complete each other, which we can definitely see. I feel like more than the other groups, this is just a person that you're so comfortable with, surprisingly, that it's just feeling warm and comfortable and home is the vibe I'm getting for you guys for this person. So that was your reading, pile number 3. I'm very excited for you guys. Please do like and subscribe pile 3. It allows me to connect to your energy a lot better, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, Pile 4, and welcome to your reading. We're going to be looking at your future spouse and the vibes that you have together and how or where you will meet as well. And then afterwards, we'll have a look at the stickers and have a look in a bit more detail of your relationship. To start off with, you guys have the Three of Rings or the Three of Pentacles. So ultimately, the vibe that you guys have together is something where you're just an awesome team together. This team dynamic is amazing. There is absolutely no minding your own business. Your business is their business is yours. Completely a beautiful dynamic. Let's have a look. We have the Hierophant, the Explorer of Cups, the Ten of Cups reversed, and the Empress reversed. So, in terms of how you guys meet, it could be at a time where you're feeling your lowest, that you don't feel good about yourself or good about things that are happening in your life, and you're sort of trying to recover from all of that. And then this person comes in with not so much an offer, but words of comfort, presenting you with something, giving you really good advice with the Hierophant as well. And you sort of just develop your relationship off that point. And it can be that the advice they give leads you, for some of you, maybe on a spiritual path, but for others of you, it just makes you rethink and reevaluate everything in your life. And they're giving you those resources that you can sort of pick on and develop, and really embrace that part of yourself. We also have conjunction and alliance. So it can be at a point of time where you're hyper-focused on growing who you are and what you want to be. It can also be that this person leads you towards the future that you want, or makes you think of the future that you want and make yourself more aware and more conscious of your trajectory and where you want to go with your life as well. Now, the other way that you could meet your future spouse is the lizard spirit, dream the world into being. It can be that you're at a time where you are manifesting and you are sort of journaling and writing down your emotions and doing a lot of shadow work and doing a lot of dark night of the soul. You're definitely at a point in time where you're expanding on yourself and creating a better version of yourself. So that is very intriguing. Now, we also got a few other tea leaf cards. We have Bouquet, Compliments from an Admirer. So again, with that Knight of Cups energy, they're coming towards you with information and also with words of encouragement, and also maybe even compliments again. So that's definitely something to look forward to in this relationship, is they're bringing you up, they're building you up, and you're embracing that energy too. We also have for you guys December. So not all groups got a month card, so very exciting for you guys. So it can be in the month of December, or it can be in winter or summertime, depending on the part of the world you're in. And so it could be at a time, if it, winter leading into summer, it is a time of moving through change, so to speak, as well. Let's have a look at your stickers and see what comes out for you. What messages are there for pile number 4? Okay, maybe I pulled out a bit too much for you guys, but that's okay. We have Physical affection might be something that is one of your love languages as well, or also acts of service with cooking. You guys definitely rely on each other a lot, again with that team dynamic. We also have summertime as well, or spring, depending on what you interpret that as. We also have this card here. I see this as your friend groups merge so well together, and that you get along with their friends, their family. It's just a very strong energy and connection that you guys have. You guys may go for a dinner or lunch date, cafe, whatever you want to call it, on your first date as well. Or maybe that's where you first meet. It could be that you meet when you are in studying or going to the library or a bookshop, or where you're sort of doing a course and you're increasing your knowledge as well. They may, like with two of the cards, embracing you from the back as well. A lot of physical affection, holding hands and comfort. Again, team dynamic. You guys have a lot of fun together, definitely enjoying your time, celebrating each other as much as possible. We also see you guys may also have a lot of gift giving, potentially, also as a love language. It might be that you guys have a bit of a long distance connection, or it could be that for you guys it takes a while to build up into a romantic connection. It could be that you first start off with as friends and then sort of build up your connection from there as well. But with this card, it sort of looks more like you're taking your time with getting to where you want to be. Again, you might have a secret proposal or secret gifts out of nowhere from this person as well. We also have this card, so holding on to each other. Lots of romantic affection and comfort. This person could be a lot taller than you, or you a lot taller than them, depending on what you prefer. We also have this card here. So again, reaching up, trying to hold on to that person. And so with this card, it also shows that the journey towards a romantic connection for you guys with your future spouse is actually one that takes a lot of time and planning, but it's through both your efforts that it gets to that point. But it is seemingly a slightly slower connection to start becoming romantic. So it definitely feels like a friends to lovers story for you guys, and that's why it takes a bit more time for it to sort of progress. But in the end, it does feel like a very balanced connection overall. We also have this travel card as well. So it could be for some of you, you meet when you are traveling or about to travel. It could also mean that you guys will travel together in the future as well. And finally, one of your cards is you guys at your wedding. So that is amazing to see as well. So that was your reading, pile number 4. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do like and subscribe. It allows me to connect to your energies a lot better and give you more accurate readings. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.